He has an intro? He has his own intro?
Nah.
Oh, that's the Wakanda Forever?
Yeah.
Do it again. Just so we actually intro it.
I got you.
Yibambe.
No Takashi 6ix9ine is surviving in my dimension. This coherent shit don't stop cause you walk outside of the village, nigga. Headshots. I know some niggas that want me dead, but still I stand. I gotta make hustle and put this.
Anyways, there was an article posted this week with a quote from one Angela Bassett, queen mother of the Black Panther franchise, where she describes the writing process for the script in Black Panther 2 so far. And according to Angela Bassett, there has been 5 iterations of the script so far. 5. With the 6th on the way. Mm-hmm. And so that obviously raised some eyebrows this week. Because, well, first of all, everything previously from Angela Bassett, at least, was, oh, you have nothing to worry about, and we'll do Chad proud, and it should be noted that she didn't. I don't think she cast any direct aspersions on the production or anything like that. I think she's still showing faith in Coogler and company to put a product out there. But it in the recast TChalla world, it definitely raises some eyebrows because it brings some questions up, right? Number one, if you've rewritten the script this many times, at least to me, to a layman, it seems as though you're not confident in the direction that you're going.
Yeah.
You're not confident in the core of the film. That's what it says to me. I also would wonder, out of 6 iterations of a script for this movie, for Black Panther 2, how many of them involve this quote-unquote funeral scene that we keep hearing rumored? Like, how many of them include T'Challa actually dying?
I'm sure the first one had it, and it was probably some sick ass shit, and it was like, no, we're not doing this. So they went back again to the drawing board and adjusted the way they did it, and then somebody else felt morally wrong, was like, maybe you can do this, and they said, you know what, let's scrap it again.
It's funny you say that because Bilbo Baggins, Agent Ross in the movie, he came out, this was a while ago, this was like back in March, and said parts of the script that he had read at the time were very odd and threw him off. So, like, I don't put it past, certain people, at least in this production, speaking up and saying something if it's too out of whack.
A part of me feels like the writers and Ryan Coogler are trying to work with what Marvel is basically handing them down. Like, look, we're not recasting. We already announced that we're not recasting. So you need to make this work. And Coogler's just like I got nothing with this. Like, I got to keep rewriting it to make it.
But then
something.
there have been reports that it was Ryan Coogler in the first place that didn't want to recast. So it's kind of hard to say. It's kind of hard until we actually have someone come out and actually speak about it, which they won't do. I think they've shown that they're going to stay silent on this project.
For sure.
I think that if they are going to go the route of killing T'Challa, right, then the how doesn't really matter all that much.
Sure.
If that's what you're struggling over,
just do it.
Yeah, just do it. You know what I mean? Like,
just start the movie with it.
If you're not struggling over the problem with taking the oldest leading black superhero in all of comics and permanently shelving him in the live action universe, if that's not what you're struggling over, then we're still on the wrong plane. Because I know a lot of people got hope from this report that, okay, well, maybe they're second guessing killing T'Challa. Maybe they're trying to do something different. And that still may be the case. But it also could just be strictly what Grace Randolph was talking about and how to do it. Do we do it off screen? Do we do it on screen? Does he die in a battle? Does he die as one of his cruisers gets exploded or some shit like that? Like,
but it's bullshit if they do anything.
I just feel like if you're struggling with how to kill him, maybe you should address whether or not you should be killing him at all.
It seems to me that the easier option would be to, if we're going through 6 different scripts, the easier option would probably be to rewrite them so that you can, or recast them so that you can actually write a decent script.
Yeah, my best bet in terms of what they do is that at least half of this movie is Wakanda during the snap. That's my best bet. At least half of this movie is Wakanda during the snap. And then as we get to present day, something happens with T'Challa. Something. He's injured. He disappears. He's kidnapped. He's a Skrull. Something happens with T'Challa as we near present day.
But then why not just make the whole movie what happened during the snap?
Well,
and then prolong the decision making on what you're going to do about the character.
Well, because they've made this whole much to do about honoring Chadwick and you know, making this an ode to Chadwick Boseman, which in some respects I respect, but it doesn't make sense narratively. How you're like, we're seeing it. We're literally seeing the struggles that are coming with trying to work a memorial service into a Disney Marvel film. I am so anxious to see the early reviews on this movie because I just can't see that going over well. I can't see you telling people for 2 years that you're going to honor Chadwick Boseman. You're going to honor Chadwick Boseman. You're going to make Chadwick Boseman proud. And then force feed people of Chadwick Boseman funeral in film form 2 years after they just dealt with his death.
In real life.
The cast and crew, everybody involved with production that worked with Chadwick Boseman, they're so grief-stricken, they're so hurt by his death that you want to see that again? You want to relive that? You want his death to be immortalized in Marvel lore? That's honoring Chadwick Boseman? I can't imagine Ryan Coogler writing that shit down on paper and feeling like he's honoring somebody.
That's a fact.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
It's trash.
So yeah, I mean, there's obviously some sort of internal struggle going on there. I don't think they're done either. I don't think they're done either. And honestly, the last film that I knew that was still reworking scripts, at least in the superhero genre, the last notable movie that I knew that was still working plot lines or reworking, overhauling the script in the middle of production, a year out from the movie supposed to be, was X-Men Dark Phoenix. Ooh. And that movie was a heaping load of shit. I don't have high hopes for Black Panther 2 because regardless of how Ryan Coogler makes this story, you're still trying to make a superhero film without your superhero. There has been no buildup of Shuri being Black Panther whatsoever at all. There's been no buildup of M'Baku being Black Panther. And M'Baku can't be Black Panther. Literally cannot be Black Panther. He practices a different religion. He's not part of the same tribe. He does not worship Bast. He doesn't worship the Panther God. Can't happen.
Yeah, no.
Nakia cannot be Black Panther. She's in the Dora Milaje. Okoye cannot be Black Panther. She's in the Dora Milaje. The Dora Milaje cannot take up the mantle of Black Panther. So you're left with Shuri or some obscure plot line of some Jon Snow Black Panther with the kid from Bridgerton.
Yeah.
By the way, with that, what's one of the biggest criticisms against recast T'Challa in terms of bringing on a new actor? What do people say a lot?
That they're concerned he won't do as good as Chadwick Boseman.
Or the new actor would receive all this vitriol and all of this backlash. So now you feel like the Bridgerton guy can step into the Black Panther mantle and not receive any backlash?
Yeah, good luck with that.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like,
No damn sense.
I think, first of all, I think that type of shit is projection anyways. The people that are worried about that happening are the same people that are going to get online and trash the actor. So, like, anybody who's thinking about that is probably the people who is going to do the trash.
Premeditated.
But if y'all thought that y'all was going to put in Reggae Jean as Black Panther following Chadwick Boseman, even if it's another character and that's going to go over well, this is not how you write a follow-up to a superhero franchise that made you $1 billion in the first film.
That's a fact.
It's just not. And there's no way of getting around it. They jumped the gun. They committed to something that was problematic way too early.
Yeah, they talked too soon.
And now they're dealing with the ramifications of it. Even though this is probably the most anticipated, well, this and Multiverse of Madness, I think. Black Panther 2 and then Multiverse of Madness. But for different reasons. Mm-hmm. Black Panther is one of the most anticipated movies of 2022, period. And it's going to fall flat because now you're having the supporting characters try to carry the film, and it's just not going to work. Nobody convinced me that it's going to work. Idea. There's no amount of writing that can make Ron and Hermione cover for Harry Potter. There's no amount of writing that's going to get Dick Grayson and Alfred be able to cover for Bruce Wayne. Ain't nobody showing up to see a Superman movie with just Lois Lane and Krypto. It's not happening.
It's a fact.
It doesn't make sense. Stop trying to pull on my emotional strings talking about Chadwick Boseman and using him as a shield for your shitty film.
Any other thoughts?
Nah, man. Recast T'Challa.
Facts. Big facts.
Where y'all going? Where y'all going?
Bombay, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. What do you think? 5 scripts, 6th one coming? Let's see how it goes. Tell us how you feel about it in the comments below. It's right, we got another video for you related to this, and below we got a playlist containing the same.